Everyone thought Detective Saeed Mirza died 5 years ago, killed in a car explosion while chasing a murder suspect through the streets of Lahore. His funeral was grand, his legacy was honored, his file was sealed. But the truth was far stranger. Detective Saeed hadn't died, he had disappeared. The journalist's regret. Rehan Saqib, a 32-year-old investigative journalist, was good at his job. Too good. He'd built his name exposing politicians, corrupt businessmen, and buried police files. But there was one story he refused to revisit: the Rafiq textile factory fire. 5 workers died in that fire. Rehan had helped spin it as an electrical short circuit. The real report, one that hinted at arson and murder, never made it to print. That case had been handled by Saeed Mirza. Rehan had worked with him, admired him. Until the explosion. Now, 5 years later, Rehan receives an unmarked envelope. No address, no note, just a USB. He plugs it into his laptop. One video file plays. It's grainy. A dark room, a desk, a shadowed man, and then that voice. Rehan, you helped bury the truth, but this time you'll dig it back up, or it will bury you. The figure steps into light. Detective Saeed Mirza. Alive. Resurrection. Rehan's heart pounds. He watches the video 3 more times, mouth dry, trying to make sense of it. He died. I saw his funeral. Saeed appears older in the video, his beard thicker, his eyes hollow. But there's no doubt, it's him. That night, Rehan receives a message on Signal. You want to make peace with your past? Meet me where the ashes fell. Midnight. Rehan doesn't need to guess. Rafiq textile factory, burned down, abandoned, still rotting on the edge of the city, ashes and shadows. At midnight, Rehan parks his car near the fenced ruins of the factory. The air smells of old soot and iron. The skeletal structure still looms like a graveyard monument. Suddenly, a flashlight beam hits his chest. You came. From the shadows, Saeed Mirza steps out, older, scarred, alive. Rehan. How? Why? The explosion? Saeed. Staged. With help. I needed out. I was getting too close to something, too big. Rehan. You faked your death? Saeed nods, slow and grim. The Rafiq fire wasn't just arson, it was a cover-up. The workers weren't just casualties, they were witnesses to a laundering operation hidden in the factory's accounts. Who? Rehan asks. Your editor, Nadim Bukhari. The same man who ordered you to soften the story. He's in deep. Politicians, fake charities, offshore firms, they all used Rafiq textiles. Rehan turns pale. Why come to me? Why now? Saeed steps closer. Because I need someone on the inside. Someone who still has a voice. Someone who owes the truth. The red file Saeed takes Rehan to a hidden storage unit outside the city. Inside are stacks of files, evidence, burnt ledgers, and a locked red folder. Saeed. This is the real report, the one we weren't allowed to submit. Names, dates, CCTV footage, enough to bring down half the city's elite, if it ever gets out. Rehan. Why didn't you release it yourself? Saeed. Because they're still watching me. But you're clean. If you take this public, They'll never see it coming. Rehan, they'll kill me. Saeed smiles bitterly. Then die for something real this time. The setup. The next morning, Rehan publishes a teaser article. What if the city's favorite tragedy was a crime in disguise? The internet explodes. Social media demands answers. Politicians deflect. That night, Rehan is followed. His tires are slashed. He finds a bullet on his doorstep with a note. Silence is survival. He calls Saeed. Rehan, they're coming for me. I need help. Saeed, then we make our move now. They leak the red file, not to one outlet, but to 20 activists, to rival newspapers, to international journalists. The city burns with truth. The return of the dead. At a televised press conference meant to address the allegations, the mayor, factory owners, and Rehan's editor, Nadim Bukhari, sit smugly at a table. Then the lights go out. A projector turns on. A video plays, the same video Rehan saw. Saeed Mirza stepping out of the shadows. Gasps erupt. Cameras flash. He walks on stage. My name is Detective Saeed Mirza. I was declared dead. That was a lie. What I'm about to show you is the truth. He drops a thick stack of files on the podium, signed, dated, and covered in the blood of 5 dead workers. Epilogue. Ghosts who testify. The fallout is massive. Over 14 arrests. 2 ministers resign. Rehan's editor is charged with obstruction and conspiracy. The president orders an independent tribunal. And Saeed? He doesn't stay for the applause. He disappears again, this time for real. But people say, sometimes late at night, in the burned ruins of the factory, you can hear a voice say, "This badge never dies. It just hides until the truth needs it again."